YouTube verse. How's it going, everybody out there? We are Big Boss Studios. Say what's up.
What's up? Oh, hey.
Okay, so we're here to talk about our game Metadroid, what it's like to perform as a unit, and just to answer some questions as to what we are working on, what it's like to work on what we're working on, and just to pretty much give the world an idea of who we are personally as well as a team. So, pretty much we're going to go down the line. We're going to answer a few questions that I have written here. Again, my name is Alex. We have with us today Jay, Edwin,
What up?
and Men. So, going down the line, explain who you are, what your role is on this team, and why you are excited to be on this project.
Well, my role, pretty much I've been taking off the graphics, the level, I've been taking off the Mac bomb, collision, I help with the HUD. Let's see. Oh, nothing more I can't remember right
That's your
now.
role, but how do you feel about working on this project as a whole?
Well, it's a good experience. I always wanted to try Unity. So this project gave me a chance to actually go and get myself a study in and how Unity works and see how everything goes. And personally, now that I've tried it, it's definitely an engine that I can use personally to actually put on the market and the games that I make from it.
Okay. So Ed, how do you feel about working on this project, and what's your role on the team?
Well, I'm the lead design on the team. Pretty much the game that we're putting together at the start was an idea that I had came up with about a year ago, and I pitched it to the team, and everyone really liked it, and we just started working on it from there. So essentially, I've just been the lead design on the game. I've been programming in the game as well, doing gameplay programming for the game, and just pretty much keeping tabs on everybody to make sure everyone's doing their stuff. And so far, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with the progress we've made so far. I think as a team we've gelled pretty well, and I'm just pretty excited to see what we can do as the weeks further progress. What we can do with the game.
Okay. And Manny, Big M. So what's your role on the team, and how do you feel about the project so far?
Well, basically, I'm help the artificial intelligence. I'm also helping out with the programming as well, setting up the checkpoints, setting up the patrol for the AI. I helped a little bit on the HUD system as well. Making sure that like pointing out any bugs that the program may have. As far as how I feel about the project, I feel it's a really good idea. I'm glad we went through it. It has a lot of potential, both in game mechanic as well as story. Like I said, this game I feel is one of a kind. It's one of a kind game, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a lot of followers if we keep polishing it right down to the end. I have no doubt.
I agree. Okay, and as far as it goes for me, my role is pretty much a story writer, and I am doing the sound assets as well. I think that for a senior project, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I think you guys are extremely talented. I am honored to be working with you guys. And in starting from the beginning and pretty much growing with you guys, I think we have, just as Manny said, extreme potential to aim high and shoot for the moon, aim amongst the stars. So let's move on to the next question. Starting with Jay, what do you like most about working on this project?
First, I'll go with the experience that I'm getting out of it.
Work experience.
Well, I have had to go through the scripting with Java, so that now I know how scripting works with Java and everything. Like I said before, Unity, I've seen the different way it works. I know I can see the different things I can actually do with it. From the previous projects, we already got some experience out of that. We have been using with this one, like keeping everything within range.
Okay.
So that'll be what I
And what do you like most about it?
Pretty much, I'm just the most rewarding thing about working with everyone on this team is to see an idea that I had in my head kind of come to life. As a game developer, that's kind of the main reason why I develop games. Is just because I like to see ideas come to life on screen, and for you to actually interact with those ideas that you had in your head. And to me, that's one of the best things, especially working on this senior project, seeing something just come to life. Also, I've just been having a good time with these guys, working on the game. There's a lot of times where you get headaches, but in the end, it pays off. And to me, that is something that I love. I love, seeing how the end product is going to look. And so far, I'm pretty pleased with what we've been doing.
Okay. Manny, same question. What do you like about this project most working on?
I'll take a little bit from what Jay said as far as like experience with a new engine, experiencing Java, JavaScript, because we've never done that before.
Just put that out there. No one has worked on Unity yet in this school. Okay?
Yeah, we're the first.
We are the pioneers. We're setting the bar.
Okay.
But yeah, also a little bit of what Edwin said. It's also the idea of taking an idea, bringing it to life. Whether it's yours or not. It's still a rewarding feel. I also love to see how far we've come as programmers. As we started at what level we just reached, and seeing something in 3D and everything. It's a lot of hard work, headaches, but but in the end, it really pays off.
Okay. And just to put out there what I like most about working on this project is the fact that I'm assigned to working on not only story but the sound assets, which that's pretty much where I come from. I'm big on music. I'm big on just sound. You see my surround sound system. I absolutely love sound. So I'm looking forward to bringing good sound quality and sound assets to this game that we can all agree on that fits perfectly with what we're looking for in this game. An even better question than that previous question, starting with Jay. What do you find most difficult about working on this project?
I'll say tourists. Yeah, because we can't work on the project at the same time since we don't. Tourists doesn't let us to submit the work that we have in the whole file, so it kind of drives us crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Several times already, two of us have been working on it because either we don't know that the other one is doing it, or we just want to go faster. So, and one of us submits, and then the other one's all this work gets stuck behind. So we kind of have to start fighting with tourists, trying to get it all combined, trying to get it all together, and then just pray that when we commit and update, everything's there working. So
For the most part, we should blame Jay.
Blame Jay for everything.
I blame you.
Ed, same question. What do you find most difficult about working on this project?
At first, just the learning curve of learning Unity was something, because we pretty much before the project, we maybe had about 2 weeks worth of experience with it, just trying to get it to work. Yeah, so if anything, I haven't really seen too many problems. We pretty much keep close tabs on what everyone's doing, and for the most part, we're here 5 days a week working on the project. So any issues that we come across, we're all there to see it. So if there is an issue, we jump on it. So I want to say things are pretty good. It hasn't been too many major issues. So.
Yeah.
Manny, same question. What do you find most difficult about working on the project?
First, it was more like getting familiar with the language, because engine language, it's more, if you're not familiar with it, it's like 80% figuring it out, and then 20% trying to like doing the actual work. As far as once you actually get familiar with Unity and the tools and stuff, it's not really that hard. It's more like logical processes than anything else. But yeah, we did actually come across a couple of problems. But how Edwin said, if one of us is stuck somewhere, we all jump in at the same time and try and figure it out. So, and the fun thing about it is that we each learn it. So the next big thing that we're trying to improve has something that we just learned there. So it becomes easier as it goes. Yeah.
Definitely true. And I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say the hardest thing that I've done so far is working with a business Facebook instead of a regular Facebook. It's not. I've learned it's not the same. A lot of it is, when you do a business Facebook, you have to pay for the advertising to put it on like the side links, where it shows up on the side, where it's like an ad and it says like this. You have to pay for that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing it the hard way, where I'm basically promoting it on message boards and my own personal friends, and having them answer questions and trying to pretty much build it from scratch without the advertising. Next question. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Starting with Jay. Now that we're all on senior project, it's probably hard to look back on when we all first started as freshmen. But if you were to, if you can try and remember and look back as to where you started as a freshman, how do you feel now that you're on senior project? Like, how does it feel to be here, knowing that you've climbed the mountain, you're just about to hit the peak, and you're pretty much ready to look over the top and look back down at where you started? How does that feel?
Don't take too much, man.
I'm finishing! Hooray!
I guess we're gonna share with that.
Do any classes stand out that you look back and you're just like, thank God I passed that class. I can't believe I got over that hump to get here, where I'm at. Any classes stand out that you're like, thank God that's over?
Oh God, so many.
But what's the number one class?
Well, this one class we had a professor that was
Hey?
So, no, it wasn't another before I
Okay.
did this one.
Cool.
So I'm just glad I'm
Going
rid of
there.
that guy. So
Okay. All right, Ed. Same question. Now that's all with. You're at senior project. You're just about to get over that hill. What's it like to look back on all that? What's it like to remember that one class you couldn't get past, and you're like or you could get past? It was just really, really hard. You fought through it.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's been a journey, I guess.
Any classes stick out?
I mean, at my time here, every class has its own challenges. But I mean, for me, it's just it's kind of cool, I guess, to see that. I mean, when I came in, I had zero programming experience besides some HTML and MySpace. So.
Yeah.
So for me, programming was something new to me when I first came, and put a lot of time into it. And it, any programmer, I mean, you put time into it, and you'll be able to get it. So for me, it's just it's pretty cool to I guess have those skills.
So learning to program overall is.
Yeah, definitely programming is something that I feel like if I looked at myself 3 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, I can't do this stuff, but I guess now I'm doing it, so it's definitely pretty cool, and it's pretty cool to know that when I got here, I mean, I can be making games as an independent developer, which is really neat. So I don't have to work for the big boys, or maybe
You have some
maybe
creative
later.
freedom.
Yeah, exactly. The big game studios, I can do it on my own, the smaller team.
Right on.
So and definitely, I think being an independent developer is something that's pretty cool.
Okay, Manny?
The thing is, it's been a journey, ever since I was a kid, I love video games, I never actually thought that I was actually going to end up making video games. I had a whole different career path planned out, but I'm actually glad that I stick to this one. From the classes, I wouldn't say thank God I'm done with that class, it's more like thank you, because because from those classes I actually learned a lot, like the GSP 111, because it helped us, start out with the documentations. It helped us create some kind of logic, if you will.
Okay.
The game design classes are always important, because as a game designer, that's something that actually helped out a lot. Where I whether I work for a company or independent, there's something I'm definitely gonna take as experience working with a capable group. Getting stuff done. Getting that rewarding feel that my effort is getting out there and getting recognition.
I have a feeling we're definitely going to get that on this team.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun question to answer. Jay, in so many words, what is your dream job? Get a diploma? What's the dream job?
Well,
That's actually a good question.
what I would like to do once I'm done over here, it's make my own small studio for game development. Make my own games. So that will be my dream job.
Okay.
A lot of artists.
Ed?
Yeah.
I almost want to say the same thing. I'd like to in the future, of course, open up my own game studio. I don't really see myself in the next. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be in the next couple of years, but definitely wherever I go, at the end, I would like to own my own studio.
So that's the 5-year plan.
Yeah, definitely in the end, when all the finances and stuff come through, I'd like to have my own studio.
Man?
Well, basically, what I would love to end up working as a game designer / programmer, because and a story writer, because I like to first create a story, then make a game around that story, and then eventually program it. Like these gentlemen said just now, I would love to. I would eventually love to start on my own kind of studio. Well, I kind of sort of am.
Independent.
Yeah, I kind of already started that, but it's something much more solid, like starting with my own studio, because as an independent, you have more freedom to see your games, your own creations, as opposed to working for
Creative freedom.
Yeah, exactly. There's creative freedom, and it's a good way to go and get your name out there. Even if you eventually want to work for a company, this is a good experience for you.
And just to add on what these three gentlemen are talking about, the creative freedom, which I keep on saying here, when you go independent, it's a great thing. It's not easy. That's the hard road is to go independent. But I would say that's a 5-year plan for everybody getting this degree. Is to be able to create your own games so that you have that creative freedom, so that you have a piece of you out there saying this is mine. My dream job, it's basically to be able to creative write storyline for games, and preferably the ultimate, I guess, end would be either working for like someone like BioWare, which is games with heavy story and plot, or even for the WWE, which all of their wrestling games, have a story aspect. And let's say if I get a creative writing degree, which is something I do want to move on to get my master's, which is my 5-year plan, get my master's, and then try and get with a story-based company, and possibly the WWE. I can write storyline for both the show and for their games. So that's probably my dream aspect. Don't laugh. Probably laugh.
I respect that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I respect that.
All right, so good question here. Where do you see yourself after graduation?
Well, I doubt I'll be able to make the studio so fast. So most likely, I'll say either or in a company working as a programmer. I'd like to say that. I don't know how fast I'll be able to get the company since it's hard market. I'll say.
Never stop dreaming, man. Never stop dreaming.
No, of course not. Even if I don't get the company, I'm just gonna, in my free time, while I'm looking for it, I'll just work on my own game. So
Yeah, definitely. Just gonna start applying to a bunch of places for programming positions, software engineer anywhere. Just see where I can land. I don't have any limits for after graduation. I can move to California all I care right now.
No limits. No limits. No limits. In other words, if you're watching here, employers, he's ready to go.
Yeah, no limits here.
He's already packed.
Yeah, I'm up for anywhere at this point right now.
Right on.
Got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
definitely.
Whatever pays the bills, man.
Whatever pays the bills.
Yeah. But
so where do you see? Where do you see yourself at? Same thing, just applying.
yeah, basically, because I want to end up as an independent game developer. But for now, I would like to apply for any programming job that will have me. be it games, web design, like business applications. You know, any place that will happen. You know, because gotta pay the student loans.
All right. So, let's see. As far as I'm concerned, after I graduate, as I've said in the previous question, I plan on going for my master's immediately in creative writing for entertainment purposes, and that's pretty much going to help me net a job specifically doing what I want to do, just write storylines for games. From what I hear, it helps to have the programming background and build the master's off of that, and that's pretty much, that was my plan from the get-go. So yeah, so after this, it's pretty much on to the masters, because luckily I have a job that's, helping me stay afloat. And either way, I plan on staying in contact with you guys, because you're a great group of guys, and I hope that we get to work on a project in the future together. I mean that wholeheartedly. Cool. I couldn't ask for a better team. Last question here, and this is designed to, get you on a more, human level. Projects get into you, you need to blow off a little steam. What do you do for fun that takes your mind off of the stress of programming and hard work?
Well, as you can clearly see, I'm not a sport person.
I never would have guessed. Gasp.
So normally I would just...
You make a great linebacker.
So normally I would just either watch some anime, play some video game, just get my mind off the program. And then after a few hours, maybe 2 or 3, go back to it.
Okay. Ed?
Yeah, I do a handful of things. I mean, for the most part, I just like to spend time with people, hang with friends. I'm a musician, so whenever I can, I like to play the sax, drum a little bit.
Right on.
When it comes to sports, I'll play some basketball.
Oh, bring it.
I mean, and of course, like everyone here, we're all gamers, so whenever I have some time, I like to go crazy in some Halo, So yeah, for the most part, yeah, I just anything that can take my mind off of things. For the most part, I just go ahead and just do my thing.
Okay, fly on the plate. Annie, what do you do to take your mind off things?
Honestly, I do a little bit of programming too.
You program to take your mind off.
Yeah, I think I should do a little bit of programming too, but
programmers to get his mind off programming.
Yeah,
take that one out.
Yeah,
okay. Don't mind.
That's pretty much the definition of insanity, sir.
Yes. But other than that, I sometimes like to go out to hang out with friends, just go see movies and stuff. And also at the end of the day, just hop online and start playing video games, with some friends and everything.
Okay. I like to go out and play disc golf. It's a little sport. It's kind of like golf, but you throw like discs instead, which is pretty fun. It's an actual thing. Look it up. I play basketball as well. And of course, like everybody else, I'm a big gamer. I think Mass Effect is getting me every now and again. But as far as it goes, music is a big thing too. If you're an audio guy, usually music is an inspiration, gets your mind off things. And overall, I would say time outside is always a good thing. Some fresh air could never do you wrong. Some fresh air and sun could never do you wrong. All right, so real quick, just the title. What's the game that you're playing right now, Jay? A game.
Well, I haven't had time to actually buy any new ones, so I've just been going through my old ones. Some of the
one that comes to mind. Title.
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Which one?
I like the 9.
Final Fantasy 9. Classic.
Yeah, I love that.
That's Zane, right?
Yeah,
Mr. Monkey Tail?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same wannabe.
Yes.
Ed?
I personally just play any of the new shooters, so I'm a big Halo fan.
Just say
Halo, yeah. Halo's my game. I mean, aside from that, I'm trying to get through Assassin's Creed because that game is just awesome.
Yeah.
Manny, game?
Playing Skyrim, because it has dragons in it. And,
Yeah, for those at home that don't know, Manny is obsessed with dragons.
Yes, I am.
We were doing once an alien game. He wanted to add a dragon. He actually he was serious.
A mechanical alien dragon. But other than that, I'm also hitting up Mass Effect 3 because Shipper is awesome.
Yes. Go Shepherd.
Yes.
Shepherds of the world unite.
We're rooting for you, Shepherd.
All right, and I would have to say I like shooters. I think I'm more of a fighter fan. Last fighter I really got into was Tekken 6, but right now I'm really enjoying Street Fighter X Tekken. I'm looking forward to Tekken X Street Fighter even more. But still, Street Fighter X Tekken is amazing. Thank you, Capcom, and thank you, Namco, for coming together and making that. All right, so last thing here, just real quick, if you have anything to say to the folks at home, anything at all, what would it be, Jay? Anything. Be a word of advice. It could just be don't eat yellow snow. It could be anything.
Well, if you're a gamer and you think that if you go to game programming, it'll be mostly like games, it is not. It's a way of putting it will be like you got this empty world that you got to create from scratch, and you have to make every single rule of it. Well, you got to study physics, you got to, you got to study pretty much everything.
So gaming is not programming, and programming is not gaming. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Ed, anything else? Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Thanks for watching.
Stay in school, be cool, don't do drugs.
Oh my God!
Good word. Best word.
Yes, that word.
Best word. Nice.
I don't know how I can top that one. But I was gonna say for any aspiring game developer and everything, there's many ways to get into the game business other than just like programming. There's the music, there's art, there's graphics. All you gotta do is just like put your work out there, Facebook, YouTube. You never know. One of us may even find your work intriguing, and we may even get you working or for any other company. But if you're into programming, you gotta work hard, and you gotta beat this, like a boss.
Like a boss.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. One thing I want to touch before I answer this question, I forgot to answer the question about the hardest class. I do want to point out that my hardest class and moment in school was the DirectX programming class for computer graphics.
Yes.
I would like to point out that, and Sushil, if you're watching, I made a keychain of every single energy drink that I had drank to stay up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning teaching myself DirectX. And by the time it was done, there was literally a keychain ring, like you put on your keys, of tabs that you use to open the can, different colors of the rainbow, just at least 60 of them on there. And I said, I have pancreatic cancer because of you. And I gave him that keychain. So yes, the computer graphics programming was definitely my bane for working to get this degree. And to answer this last question, if there's anything I wanted to say to the folks at home, I am going on 30, which I think, man, he's not too far from me. But to point this out, it can be done. You can, take time from your life to work for something better. It may be hard because you might not have the support, but you can look at us, and you can look at anyone here. It can be done. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on what you want to be. If you are a programmer, if you program. If you are a singer, sing. If you are an actor, act. Just because you're not doing it as your career doesn't mean you can't go to school for it and then work to be that. I work a full-time job, and I'm still pushing through this as hard as I can. It's not always easy, but it can be done. So I just want to say, everything said here, whether it be simple or a full soliloquy from the heart, it's all true. And the whole purpose of this blog is not only to for us to speak about our product, but it's for us to speak to you out there and say, follow your dreams. This is our dream. We're sharing it with you. And thank you for following and thank you for watching. So with that being said, this is Big Boss Studios. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more as it develops. Take care.
I'll see ya.
See ya.
Let's hope it recorded.